David Hartley had once been a proud soldier. He had served in the military with honor, defending his country.
Activate your health guard with Pastor C. Daniel. Looking for divine healing and peace? Pastor C. Daniel is here to pray for you. Simply send your name and Pastor C. Daniel will personally pray for your health and well-being. Countless lives have been transformed through the power of prayer and Jesus' healing power. Don't miss your chance to receive God's refuge and healing. Subscribe now to unlock premium content and witness the change in your life. Join 100,000 plus members on this powerful journey of faith and healing. Your miracle could be just one prayer away.
And standing tall in the face of adversity. He had been strong, healthy, and full of energy, always ready for the next challenge. But that all changed one fateful day on the battlefield. It was a clear afternoon when David was caught in a blast while on a mission. The explosion threw him to the ground, and the world seemed to spin around him. When the dust settled and the smoke cleared, David was lying on the ground, unable to move. He felt a sharp pain in his back, and when he tried to lift himself, he realized that his legs wouldn't respond. He was paralyzed. The doctors later confirmed the news. David had sustained a severe spinal injury that left him unable to walk. His dreams of continuing his career in the military, of living a normal life, were shattered. For months, he underwent intense therapy, but the prognosis was grim. The emotional toll was even harder to bear than the physical pain. David felt isolated, frustrated, and angry at the unfairness of it all. He had given everything for his country, only to be left in this condition. One night, as David sat alone in his small apartment, staring out the window at the dark sky, a sense of hopelessness began to consume him. He questioned everything: his purpose, his faith, and his future. "Why me, God?" he whispered. "Why did this happen to me?" David had grown up in a Christian home, but over the years, his faith had become distant. The pain of his injury had caused him to doubt the existence of a loving God. But on that night, when everything felt dark and uncertain, something extraordinary happened. As he sat in silence, a soft, warm light filled the room. David turned his head, and to his astonishment, he saw a figure standing before him, radiant and full of love. The figure was dressed in a simple white robe, with a peaceful and compassionate expression on his face. It was a presence like no other, and David felt an overwhelming sense of calm wash over him. "David," the figure spoke, his voice gentle but firm. "Do not fear. I am with you. I have always been with you." David's heart began to race as he recognized the figure before him. It was Jesus. "Lord, is it really you?" David asked, his voice trembling. "I thought I was abandoned. I've been in so much pain, and I felt so lost. Why would you help someone like me?" Jesus smiled kindly and stepped closer. "David, you are never forgotten. You have always been loved. I understand your pain, and I see the struggles you've endured. But you must know that your journey is not over. Your purpose is not finished. Through your weakness, my strength will shine. I am here to heal you, not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally." Tears filled David's eyes as he listened to Jesus' words. He felt an incredible peace in his presence, something he hadn't felt in a long time. "But Lord, I can't walk. I can't live the life I once knew. What is my purpose now?" David asked, his voice filled with doubt. Jesus knelt down before him, placing his hand gently on David's head. "Your purpose is not in your ability to walk, David. It is in the way you live, love, and serve others. Even in your pain, you have a story to tell, a story of perseverance, of faith, and of God's love. Your healing may not come in the way you expect, but I will give you the strength to rise again." David closed his eyes, feeling a warmth like never before. He felt the weight of his suffering lifting, replaced by a renewed sense of hope. The pain in his heart began to fade, and in its place, he felt the love of Christ filling him. "Lord, I believe in you," David said through his tears. "I will trust you, no matter what." With a final smile, Jesus stood and began to walk away. "Remember, David, that I am always with you, even in the hardest of times. Lean on me, and you will find the strength to overcome." The room gradually returned to its normal state, and the light dimmed, but the peace that Jesus had left with David remained. For the first time in months, David felt truly alive, knowing that God had not abandoned him. Though David didn't receive a physical healing that night, he felt something far more profound: spiritual healing and restoration. His perspective had shifted. He began to understand that God's plan for his life was not over. He might have lost the ability to walk, but he had gained a deeper understanding of his faith and his purpose. He had been reminded that God's love transcends physical limitations and that, in Christ, there is always hope. From that day forward, David began to rebuild his life. He started volunteering at local charities, sharing his testimony, and helping others who were facing similar struggles. He became a beacon of hope to those who felt broken, just as he had felt, knowing that with God, there is always restoration, no matter how impossible the situation may seem. David's encounter with Jesus became a pivotal moment in his life, a moment that would inspire others and show that, even in our deepest pain, God is always present, ready to heal, restore, and transform.
Activate your health guard with Pastor C. Daniel. Looking for divine healing and peace? Pastor C. Daniel is here to pray for you. Simply send your name and Pastor C. Daniel will personally pray for your health and well-being. Countless lives have been transformed through the power of prayer and Jesus' healing power. Don't miss your chance to receive God's refuge and healing. Subscribe now to unlock premium content and witness the change in your life. Join 100,000 plus members on this powerful journey of faith and healing. Your miracle could be just one prayer away.